Starting lectures for the Senior 1 History. Lecture number 1, month of February is continued. Topic is Ancient Greece. Firstly, we are going with the introduction. It is chapter number 8, page number 82. At the start of the page, you are not actually introduced with the system of the Greek society or the Greek colonies, but they have illustrated the story of a philosopher, Socrates. We are going to learn about him later on, but the story of the Socrates mainly defined about the trial and his death, and it also shows that how was the system of the ancient Greeks, or how complicated it was, and how do people find happiness. What is the best way to run a state? Several questions are written in the first section, but here we are learning initially the system and the culture, religion, and the beliefs of the ancient Greece. So, here let's start with the introduction. The ancient Greece was not one large empire, but a collection of small city-states. What is a city-state? The term that Greeks used was polis, which means a city-state. It means Greeks called city-state polis. And a polis was actually bigger than a city but smaller than a state. It means a city-state is an area which is bigger than a city, and when we compare it to a state, it is smaller than a state. The Greeks used to live in separate city-states. It means their area was divided among these city-states, but here the main point is they used to share the same language and the religious beliefs while living in the separate city-states. They were also scattered around the Mediterranean Sea. The Mediterranean Sea is the place which surrounds the area of many other regions, but mainly it is occupied with the Greek colonies. And how far it is? It covers the area from Turkey to the south of France. Greek also had close contacts with other people such as the Egyptians, Syrians, and the Persians. Some of their famous city-states were Athens, Sparta, Thebes, Corinth, etc. Now, here we are going to study first the map of the Greece, as we have learned that the Greece lies around actually the Mediterranean Sea. So here is the map. Here you can see all the orange area highlights the Greek city-states and the Greek colonies. This is the area of the Mediterranean Sea, and orange portion is highlighted for the city-states and the colonies of the Greece. In this chapter, we are going to discuss a number of topics. First, trading system, its colonies, alliances, geography, size of settlement, language, religion, culture, sport, art, architecture, science, mathematics, rival political system, and the development of the philosophers. So, at the first page, when you see, you are going to study a full story of the Socrates. But as he was a famous philosopher, so we are going to learn about him in the last of this topic. Trading system of the Greece. They mainly trade in the eastern Mediterranean, and this trade was increased by the 700 BCE. This trade also helped the Greek to develop the city-states. This trade also increased the wealth of the Greece, and they were able to trade around the Black Sea in the Egypt and the southern Italy. That's why they had the close contacts. And the another map, we are going to learn that where is the Black Sea. Greek colonists also settled on the Mediterranean coast of the Asia and what is now Turkey. Here is another clear map in which you can see the red lines highlighted the trade route of the Greeks, while the green mentions the city-states mainly, and orange portion highlighted from one end to the other end covering the areas of the Black Sea. This is the Greek colonies. So this is, you can assume now how far and wide was the authority of the Greece. Colonies and alliances, it means who they joined in the agreement or where they formed their small state or the city. Greek mainly established on the Mediterranean coast, present day it is Turkey. Also established along the coastline of the Black Sea. As we have seen in the map, the Black Sea and the Mediterranean Sea, they both are closely linked. Parts of the northern Africa, Italy, southern France, and Spain. The geography and size of the settlement of the Greeks is that they were mainly surrounded by the sea and they had the mountainous area. They contain small, numerous islands. As we have learned in the map that they were settled around the Mediterranean Sea, and near the sea it is usually an island. That's why their area were mainly surrounded by the mountains. Greek communities are usually hard to reach because they were living in these separate city-states. And their colony sizes also are from tiny to large. Greek states majorly based on the major cities and their governments control the countryside. It means if one person is having a control of the government in one particular place, that rules will be followed in the other colonies as well.